Thank you, Alan. สวัสดีค่ะ Any one of you in this room know what สวัสดีค่ะ means?
I was here in Thailand. I think it's hello.
Oh, yeah. Thank you. Very good. It's a hello, a Thai greeting. Well, hello. It's my pleasure to be here to It's my pleasure to be here to share with you our experience on KMA methodology that we have developed a few years back. The topics that I will cover will include the background of our institute, why KM assessment, how we develop KMA, and the KMA process. I will also share with you the KMA assessment results from about 20 organizations, and end up my presentation with our lessons learned. Thailand Productivity Institute was established in 1995. We are a not-for-profit organization under the Ministry of Industry. We are a national productivity organization and a member of Asian Productivity Organization, or APO. I think you heard about APO several times during this Congress. It is the regional intergovernmental organization consisting of 20 member countries in Asia. Could you check the noise, please? There's some interference. So you don't count the time. Stop the time. Please. Hello? Is it better? I think it's better. No, turn it. Okay, still on? It's not on here. Excuse me. It's not on this screen. Sorry. Thank you. Our vision is to be the leader institute in organizational management with focus on enhancing and sustaining Thailand's productivity. We are working at the national level. And our key missions, these are some key missions, we have more than this, to promote awareness on productivity, to enhance organizational competitiveness, and to expand productivity initiatives through local and global partners. To achieve such missions, we have various activities, including the various training and consulting services on productivity improvement tools and techniques, including KM, of course. Conduct numerous seminars and events, and conduct research on productivity-related issues, such as the productivity index, investment climate, and publish numerous books on productivity and related issues. The Thailand Productivity Award is one of our flagship programs aiming at promoting and enhancing organizational competitiveness. We are the award administrator, just right spring. This slide shows the overall productivity KM activities that we carried out since 2000. That include the KM consultancy, training and promotion, as well as research and development on KM methodology. Also, we publish many KM books and case studies, both at local and international level. So what is KM? I don't have time to explain what it is. You can find a KM definition on Google, and there are millions of it. In our context, we use the Asian Productivity Organization definition. APO defined KM as an integrated approach of creating, sharing, and applying knowledge. This approach or process of creating, sharing, and applying knowledge is called KM process. The outcomes of KM are to enhance or increase organizations' productivity, profitability, and growth. Therefore, we can say that KM is one of the management approaches that can be used for enhancing organizational performance. So why KM assessment? I did see studies a few years back indicates that 20% of the KM initiatives are successful. 80% are unsuccessful. This study supports our observation in the past 5 years that a large number of Thai organizations come up with two common questions after implementing KM for some time. The first question is, how do we know our KM systems are effective? And how do we identify areas for improvements on KM? The answer to these two questions is KM assessment, as it is one of the diagnostic tools to assess the KM status in the organization. This slide shows you the KM assessment model. Actually, there are many of them, hundreds of models, but I select only 6 of them. These are KM assessment models with different comprehensiveness of requirements and scoring system. The bottom 3 are less comprehensive one, and the top 3 are more comprehensive models, which are suitable for organizations with more mature KM system. Our KM assessment model is here. Organizations should choose the KM assessment model that fits their KM maturity. Using 2 comprehensive models may result in lots of gaps, name gaps, and vice versa. I'm not going to go in details on this slide, but to show you the various assessment dimensions in the 6 models I presented in the previous slide. The size of the symbols, the larger, the more comprehensiveness of the requirement, as well as the shade of the color, the darker, the more comprehensiveness of the requirements. As you can see, the more comprehensive model have required a result. That's why we choose this to work in based on the TQA framework. The TQA framework has been adopted from Morris framework, which is internationally recognized framework and being used in more than 90 countries, including Thailand. And this framework has been proven to help organizations achieving performance excellence. And more important, this framework, as many of you know, covers both processes and results, which that we can use to assess both maturity and effectiveness of KM system, respectively. I'm sure you're aware of this framework. There's no need to explain. There are 7 categories here. Category 1 to 6 are for process, and category 7 is for results. In this framework, although KM is explicitly stated in category 4, there are mainly for KM processes and IT systems that support KM. The enablers and drivers of KM, such as leadership, organizational culture, or people which are important for KM success, are implicitly embedded in all other categories. Therefore, when we developed KMA, we extracted KMA-related issues from each category and came up with what we call KMA questionnaire. Okay, we don't call it a framework, we call it a questionnaire. The KMA questionnaire consists of 7 categories, just like TQA framework. However, its content focuses only on the KM-related issues. I will go through the key issues in KMA questionnaires. This is KMA questionnaire in category 1, leadership. The questionnaire asks how organization or use KM, how organization link KM to their vision, mission, and values, how senior leaders act as role model for KM, how senior leaders motivate employees to participate in KM, and how they review effectiveness of KM performance. That's for category 1. You can see that this is related to KM. In category 2, the questionnaire asks If KM is part of the KM's organizational strategy, what the short and long-term goals of KM, and what KM measures are, also how the organization deploy KM throughout the organization. Category 3, customer and market focus. The questionnaire asks how the organization listens and learns customers' requirements and feedback, and use such information to build customer relationship and to enhance customer engagement and satisfaction. In category 4, which is measurement, analysis, and knowledge management, KMA asks how the organizations review KM progress, how the organization keep KM measurement system current and useful, and how they ensure the IT system that support KM are reliable, secure, and user-friendly. Also ask how the organization transfer employees and stakeholder knowledge, and how they identify, share, and implement best practices. In category 5, which is workforce focus, the questionnaire asks how the organization educate employees on KM, and how they retain knowledge for long-term use. What are the expectations of the organization on desired behavioral change in KM environment? And how the organization motivate employees to participate in KM through succession planning, career development, and performance measurement system. Category 6, process management. The questionnaire asks how the organization use KM for process improvements, how KM is integrated to other improvement efforts that the organization are implementing, and ask for the linkage between KM measures and process measures. And category 7, which is for results. The questionnaire asks for the trends of KM measures related to operations, customers, workforce leadership, and social responsibility. The KMA has 2 scoring systems, one for process to evaluate the maturity of the process, and one for results to evaluate the effectiveness of KM results. If you can see here, the rating score are from 1 to 5 with the color code here. I would like to emphasize that although scoring is important steps on KM assessment, the KMA focuses on learning and improvement, not the scores obtained. Therefore, organization can use KMA as one of its improvement mechanisms. KM assessment is actually the first step in the improvement cycle. The gaps found, which is the result of the assessment, should be prioritized by senior leaders. At this point, organization can conduct benchmarking to search for best practices outside of the organization for improvement to close the gaps. Then the improvement plans are prepared and implemented by those responsible. If possible, the KM improvement plan should be integrated into an annual planning process. Senior leader then review the progress of the improvement, and of course, the outcome of this cycle is the continuous or breakthrough improvement of your KM system, depending on how you do the benchmarking. Feedback from KM users indicates that KM really works because the assessment results really reflect their KM status in their organization. In addition, the assessment results provide useful information for KM improvement. We have observed improvements in organizations making use of KMA results. Interestingly, analysis of cumulative assessment results show that there are some common strengths and area for improvements among KMA users. I would like to share with you some of the common strengths and area for improvements from almost 20 organizations that we conduct assessment on site. These are some common strengths. There is a sound senior leadership and financial support for KM activities, especially the sorry, I forgot. I saw the 5 minutes. So the knowledge sharing technology and also cross-functional activities. Some organizations have well-defined strategies, and many organizations have effectively used technology to support KM, such as KM Web, social media to communicate and promote various KM activities. The organization use various formal and informal approaches for knowledge sharing. In general, there is a good use of customer-related knowledge. And many organizations have active cross-functional improvement activities, which we found are very important foundation for KM. The common areas for improvement. Although all organizations that we assess are aware of the importance and benefits of KM, the senior leaders sometimes do not set clear objectives of KM, both short and long term. Therefore, the direction of KM is not communicated and understood by employees. Surprised but true, many organizations could not clearly define how KM is linked to their vision, missions, and values. KM measures are not linked to organizational and process measures. This is very important. There are valuable levels of KM deployment, ranging from full employee participation to limited engagement. Although there are lots of sharing activities, most sharings are not on critical knowledge. More importantly, employees do not use or create new knowledge after sharing. This is quite common in most organizations. Also, desired behavior change are not set clear by the senior management. And lastly, besides the customer result, there are limited KM-related organizational results. Before I go on this, the common strength and area for improvements give us very important information to develop programs to help our clients, particularly in the public sector. I'd like to end up with our lessons learned. Well, it's based on the feedback from more than 40 KMA users. KMA is found to be an effective tool for assessing KM maturity and effectiveness, regardless of size or sector of the organizations. It is quite obvious that KMA is a systematic and holistic approach for KM improvement. We have observed improvement in many organizations. Mostly, the KM improvement are carried out on case-by-case basis. The KMA results provide a holistic view of KM status of the organization so that they can use that or analyze those results based on the system perspective to take corrective action accordingly. We always talk about embedding KM into business processes, but very few organizations know how to do it effectively. This framework enables organizations to embed KM in all management systems, from leadership system, strategic planning, performance management system, workforce management, to process management. Very important learning is that this framework, by design, enhances organizational learning and innovation through its requirements that emphasizes on organizational learning and innovation. For example, in category 1, the questionnaire asks how senior leaders inspire, motivate, support employees to learn and innovate. Also asks how the performance review by senior leaders enhances organizational learning and innovation. In conclusion, KMA is one of the assessment tools that can be used to improve KM, and therefore accelerating organizational learning and innovation, which are essential for achieving performance excellence. Thank you for your attention.